Alright, we are back from our break. Alright, so, let me take a quick look at your ship character sheet. Did you get,
I
your...
think we already took care of the refilling once we got back
Yeah.
to Brawl.
Yeah, last session. Okay, just wanted to double check that. Looks good there. So, everything is ready unless there was something someone thought of, in between, during the break that they wanted to do last second?
I just need to
No.
know how much we're using up in resources per day for the plants, for everybody's plants that we got.
Okay,
4 additional water, wasn't it? For the lime.
Well, did we have a... Okay, so there's a resources per day 80.
That is the crew.
Is that just the crew? That's not the...
That's just the crew.
Okay. Might be worth adding in air per day, water per day, food per day. Because they're actually all going to be different.
I got 2 berry bushes, healing bush. I assume that's 3 water per day.
I think all of yours comes to just 1, because I don't think you have a full 5x5 space.
Oh, alright.
Let me see. So you have 2 berry bushes and a bunch of
Yeah,
herbs.
1 healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're just at one water per day. Braxon's at 1 water per day.
As we're leaving the sphere, I do want to cast a couple of spells that benefit Harpgring.
Okay.
One was...
Well, you'll have a few days in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just want to
Okay.
make you aware of it.
Okay.
Because you need to make a roll behind the scenes that I'm not aware of.
Okay. I can do that. All right. So, did you want to add in some new fields or something, or?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I'm just moving them up now.
Ah, okay, yeah, all right. So yeah, I mean the with all the people that you got, that's going to be normal. You're not going to be using any extra food per day.
Oh,
Yes.
did we get extra crew?
I think we hired more crew. Yeah, we had to fully
Did we,
make
though?
out the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a
Ship
sub.
we were going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
That was one of our reasons for coming to Brawl.
Yeah, I realised that, but I didn't realise it had actually happened. I wasn't sure if that was a post-game thing or something.
And let's actually double check the numbers because I'm just thinking about Beowulf. Beowulf is he is
was
large.
isn't
He is large, yeah. So he counts as a Giff.
Oh,
Mhm.
what is he?
He's a large creature.
I know, but what is he?
A wolf.
He's a
Sorry.
wolf.
Oh, I
He's a
forgot about
dire
your wolf.
wolf.
I forgot all about your wolf.
It's a
So the
man-sized
wolf's not
wolf.
calculated in that at all.
Okay.
He's a dire wolf.
So that's actually 2 extra. Okay, how much was the plants altogether?
2 extra
2
days of
extra.
water.
2 extra. That includes Braxon and Ockar as well. Not Ockar, Yeldan.
Yes.
Because didn't Yeldan have a?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeldan
Yeldan got
had some,
trees
but
as well.
well, he got some herbs, and you guys don't have enough herbs to fill up. Like between Lafdul and Yeldan, you could buy more plants and still not be using more water.
Okay.
So that's where you're
Alright.
at right now on that.
It's easier to track as is.
So we're using 84 water a day. Units of water. And
Where are you
82
putting the
air per day.
plants? Are you putting them on the? Are you putting them with the hench people, animal companions?
I think people are just
Um,
keeping their plants.
Yeah, I didn't think that was something that I was going to put on the ship records at all. It was going to be something people were keeping track of.
We can figure that out. Let's figure that out after the session, actually.
Yeah.
As long as we got the numbers right, then we can decide where that stuff is getting noted.
There's another question. Sorry for all the questions. When I use create, when I use create food and water, obviously 1 cubic foot of food and water. That's for one person, isn't it? Per cubic.
Cubic foot of food is a lot of food. Does it not really
Food
say?
or water? Sorry, food or water. So how much? Say if I made 1 cubic foot of water, 1 cubic food thing of food, how much would that? Because obviously I can only make 5 cubic units of either food or water, and I'm wondering how much would that cover if such a situation ever cropped up.
Let me see. Let me take a quick look.
I assume 1 cubic.
I'm actually
of
getting
water
clipping from you. You might want to change your
Am I?
sensitivity back. I'm getting clipping.
1 second. I lowered.
All right.
Now,
I've lowered it back.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was cutting out. It's a little
Each
bit too high.
cubic foot of the material sustains 3 human-sized creatures or 1 horse-sized creature for a full day.
Oh, I wish I read that. Yeah, it's because it doesn't show actual numbers. It says the word. That's why I didn't look for it when you like power read it, whatever you call it, proofread.
Scan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
When you're done with the bookkeeping, I'll make you something to level.
I think I have everything.
You do? I go over to level.
All right, real
Leva.
fast before you do that.
Ow.
Were you planning
Ow.
to swing by the asteroid or not?
Let's see how much of smoke power we have.
We're going quite a long way out now, aren't we?
Yeah, we probably should, just to hit up another barrel of smoke power, just in case.
Okay. All right, so you go
More
ahead and do
exploding.
so, and then pick up anything that you want. Check on the dwarves; they're already there working.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, Braxon will have a walk around.
Okay. All right, now you can go ahead and discuss with Leva on that first part of the trip.
Yeah. Oh, also, you can keep a. I know I would be casting Plant Growth in the background as I am traveling, which is a 3rd level spell. And slow. Actually, can that? It hasn't been another month. Just before. No, I wouldn't. No, it'd just be Plant Growth. All right. Leva. Hello. I have been doing some inquiries on your behalf, as I remarked last time. You were kind of like, well, there was no harm in doing it, and I found out that this person I've hired to do a little bit of digging on your master has found that your master was doing some dealings with some elephants at some point. And he was also chasing down this small statuette that seemed to have been fenced off. Brawl. And the fence ended up dead. So.
Oh.
That's not what you were told.
Wasn't it? Obviously, I've misread that. What was I told?
Well, I wrote it down, but but I'm hearing it now from you.
What? Alright. Well,
I said he disappeared.
Oh, he disappeared. Oh, I thought he died.
He may. I mean, at this point, he probably is dead. But the point is that
There he is.
what you were told was that he disappeared, and whether or not he
yeah.
died was unknown.
I'd say that statue might have been like too much of a hot item. I I say that loosely. She may not know what that means, but I won't elaborate on it either. So he might have had to disappear.
There are a few questions I need to clear with Old.
Yes.
One is, if Thoriax visited Bral 30 years ago, shouldn't Leva remember some of that?
You were probably not brought along.
That would be fair, because he always brought me along.
I thought you were actually from Bro.
So I'm gonna leave it to.
Leva doesn't know. She was brought as a baby.
I'm gonna leave it entirely up to you to figure that part out. But whatever the case, you did not step foot on Brawl itself. He may have left you on the ship. Maybe he stayed on the ship.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we can always work that out. Yeah, we can always work that out as well.
He didn't always take me on off the ship because he was frightened because of I don't know what. He was sometimes secretive about things.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned he had dealings with Illithids, so that might be cause enough for anyone to be scared. Not wow. They're not
Well,
the type of people you want to cross.
I do know he had dealings with them because he bought me from them. Did he? Yeah. Just a moment.
Well,
I need to check it up. But yes, he did.
He did.
He did. Yeah.
Oh, so you already knew that part. But did you know about
No,
him
I didn't.
taking
No, I
down-
didn't.
No, but you would have known about the Illithid connection. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, it's not that much of a far fetch to guess that. But did she know about the statuette that he was chasing up, or a fascination with a small statuette at some point?
I don't know. Do I?
You knew about statuettes. That's
Okay.
in your little bio. I pulled it from that.
Just. God.
Lafdul knows he comes from Evermeet, and he worked in a locksmith place, tinkering shop, and he got fed up with society. Wow.
Oh yes, I
Roxy.
noticed that he came home with a little statuette. Okay, all clear. Yes, he liked things for. I don't know. Did he collect them or what did he do with them? Because he just brought them home.
Oh, you kept that big.
I never paid much attention of what he did with them.
Oh.
You know, like someone who brings back some. I don't know.
Trophies or something. Wow.
Yeah.
Collectibles.
Collectibles, like maybe like Higgimus with his trophies, and he brings them home and he shows them around, and after everybody says, "Wow, they're beautiful," he just throws them into the attic.
Did you not keep hold of any of the statuettes?
I didn't because I mean, how could I?
I didn't.
Well, so
I was
real
his
fast.
slave.
Yeah, real fast. After the
thought-
session, we should probably discuss exactly what happened to all of his stuff afterwards, because you
Okay.
don't have any of it right now. So
Yes.
It could be off Brawl somewhere. I don't know.
Well, it's. I would think it's on his. He has a place where he kept all that stuff on his home world, which is one reason why I'm looking for that for him. Well, for him. Well, I'm looking for trace back to him.
Well, through the Illithids might know.
Maybe.
And chasing up these statuettes.
okay.
Finding a buyer from so-and-so that kept on visiting Brawl or something. Looking for a certain statuette. So many years ago. It's a lead, so...
Yeah, there's lots and lots of things unclear about all of this. But thank you very much. That's quite a surprise. Thank you.
No, I realise this means a lot to you. We've all got our own personal goals of why we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you two having this discussion in private, by the way?
I would say yeah.
Oh.
I guess so.
Yeah, I would say
It's not
yes.
like privately private, but, you know, it's like...
It's not on the street.
Not drawing attention to it. Yeah, it's just
Well,
somewhere on the ship.
I mean, this is Lafdul looking for information about Leva's background, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you would either go to her quarters or you'd be doing this in the lab. Other people would not be around. This is, I mean, this is not something that you just have a conversation over the mess table kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Lafdul has pretty clearly indicated that he's being somewhat surreptitious about the gathering of this information.
The methods.
So, and the methods
Yeah.
too. So.
Thanks. Just wanted to clarify that Braxton knows nothing about this.
Well, yeah, don't. Just
Okay.
between me and Lava.
I might actually tell Braxon a little bit about it because we got.
Depends how you bring it up.
When did we get to? We got talking about Leva's aversion to groups being. Oh, I forget what it was.
Right,
anyway.
but that would be a decision that Leva would then make. That would not be a decision. I mean, this is the kind of thing that Lafdul would not make that decision to share
Correct.
this information either in front of other people or with other
Yes.
people. That's
And certainly Leva wouldn't run around and tell everybody.
Yeah.
But she doesn't make a secret out of it if it comes up.
okay. All right. So you make your way to the asteroid, and check on the.
How many days has this been? I just got enough.
This is a day and a half, give or take.
Alright, so I got 3.5 days left on my temporary healing potions.
Okay. I mean,
That's how I'm doing. Unless you want to roll a random, like on a 1d5 and on the 5th
well,
roll, I don't have the potions.
so I would say just keep in mind that on. I mean, like, how many days do they last?
5, because I'm 5th level.
Okay, so rather than how many days left are there, just keep in mind that on like the first day and then the either the 5th day if you want to like have overlap or the 6th day if not, then you just don't have access to those spell levels. Just play it that way.
Alright. Every...
I mean, it's
Alright,
up
but
to
we'll
you.
have the
It's up to you.
potions.
As long as you're keeping track of that, that's fine. But I'm just
Was it every 5th? No, is it every 5th and 6th day, was it?
well, however long it lasts. Either you cast them when they expire, or you cast them the day before they expire. It's up to you. I don't care.
Alright, if it's the... Alright, yeah, no, I would be overlapping them on the 4th day then, so...
So just
The
as long as
4th
you
day,
keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want
You pick up anything that you need. You check in with the dwarves, and then head out and get back on track, heading towards the Brawl Crystal Sphere. And let's see. Okay.
You sound disappointed. Jake.
All right.
Is our astrolabe thing doing anything interesting?
Yes. The astrolabe. Let me get to
And
the
you've noted my plant
description of
growth,
it.
by the way.
So
If it has.
you the astrolabe, you've set it up in one of the rooms. You do not have a continual light spell in there. You have torches or candles or however what else, or a portable, movable continual light because you need darkness for this object for this thing to work.
You have a shade for it.
You would probably really need to. I mean, if you want to spend money on something, the equivalent of a a shuttered lamp kind of thing, okay. But otherwise,
Like
the easiest
like
thing, the easiest thing is to just have a portable lamp that you move in and out of the room.
Well, I was just going to say it'd be easier just to have a leather covering for it.
It's really bright.
It'll shine
in
through leather.
It would probably shine through leather. Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
my.
Could
Enough.
just-
Enough. Just enough. I mean, the the cracks. I'm just saying that. I mean, you can't really just hide continual light. It's pretty difficult. You need something a little bit more than just like a leather cover. I mean, if you're saying that it's multiple layers of leather, and you spent 30 gold pieces to ensure that there were no gaps, cracks, thing where the light would come out. Okay, I'll do that. But
Okay, it's done.
Okay.
Sold to that idea.
So it was just easier to have a portable one. All right. So the astrolabe gives you a visual, sort of illusionary view of the crystal sphere, with the room pitch black. All the objects show up in the space within the room as kind of a 3D display. Their exact points, and there is also a blinking dot in the room that shows exactly where you are.
Oh.
And it also shows with a faint, almost like fishing line line. It shows the orbital paths of all of the objects as well.
Wow.
Nice. Does our base show up on that, or is it too small?
That is... Yeah, it does. Brawl does as well.
That's amazing.
Oh, we know of all little asteroids around them.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be useful.
So yeah, you can pretty easily check specific trajectories. Like you can get like wooden rods to figure out the pathway that you're on, whether that's going to intersect with the orbital path of a planet and stuff like that. So it definitely makes navigation within the crystal sphere much easier.
Mm.
Nice.
Does it work in the Phlogiston?
Well, you'll...
That's a silly question, but...
You didn't ask to... you didn't ask me if it did
that's fine.
before, so you'll find out when you get into the Phlogiston. Okay. So, yeah, that shows you everything. It does not show you other ships. Like, the dwarves had a ship at your asteroid. You don't see any indication of that. If you get really close to the close to the icon for Brawl, you can see that it's got a little city on it and stuff like that. It's really tiny, but you can see that.
That is fascinating.
Is this something that the Arcane made?
Rumor has it that yeah, they do. They certainly sell them. They tend to be... The Arcane definitely make and sell planetary locators, but they're not quite as good as this. They don't show objects of Class A, and they rest on in a large crystal on a pedestal. So they don't have like a 3D display on the within the room that you're in. They would just be a globular display on a black crystal that you could put near a helm. And the Arcane, have said that they make those. But this item tends to be much more expensive and much more valuable, much more useful.
It was a nice find.
Yep.
So this is like the equivalent of like a major helm find.
Not quite. I mean, they're not as valuable as helms. But not even a minor helm. But they're still pretty valuable and pretty good.
Did we buy the
helm?
I'm sorry?
Or were we talking at the same time? After Zarkid.
No, you're speaking.
All right. Did we buy the portal locator?
Yes.
I know we were humming and
yes.
hawing.
Yeah,
I believe you did.
Would that work in this room, or would we put it somewhere else?
You'd put it in the helm room.
Right.
Yeah, and whoever's on the helm would direct the ship to that area.
So here's a meta question. If the helmsman sees sort of around them, could they see into the room with the astrolabe?
I don't think that the helmsman sees as the ship. They don't see within the ship.
Right. So they'd have to get off the helm and come into the room with the astrolabe to get an idea of the layout,
Yeah,
and then go back to the helm room and sit on the helm again.
but
No, it's
that's
got some
why
kind of
ships
glass.
tend to have navigators.
Yeah. No, I just meant if someone wanted to check they were going in the right direction.
But that's why you'd have a
They-
navigator. The navigator
Yeah.
would be would do the checking, and the navigator
Well, we have a
would,
navigator.
and the navigator would come into the helm room, take a sight, and say, "All right, I need you to turn 12 degrees port, 3 degrees up,"
Yeah.
kind of thing. And then
We
you
have a
fix it.
navigator from Brawl, don't we?
No.
That was temporary.
Well, I mean,
yeah, that
you
was
have
temporary.
you do have a helmsman who has wild space and phlogiston navigation, but they're hired as a helmsman, not a navigator.
They can
Higgimus
work
does-
as a navigator too.
Higgimus can navigate once we get out to the wild space.
You're in wild space.
I mean, which one do I have?
I'm pretty sure you have wild space.
Yes, I have wild space, so I can navigate inside the place.
What does wild space cover? Is it like
That's
the spheres or
yeah, that's the space
was it a
within the sphere.
specific one?
That's the space within the
Alright.
sphere. The phlogiston is outside the sphere.
Alright.
Okay. So after stopping off at your asteroid, collecting your items, you shove off and head towards the crystal shell of Brawl Space. You're on the second day out, so this is basically your fourth day.
Oh, so yeah, I don't have my second level spells then.
One of your crew members on deck gives a shout. This is on the night shift. You guys are still doing 2 shifts, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We seem to.
All right. And he reports that there appears to be some scavers following in the wake of the wake of your ship. They have not made an attack yet.
Night shift.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
Braxon?
I believe that is Braxon.
Yeah.
I can't remember what shift I'm on.
Uh,
I think I'm
think
with
I'm-
Braxon.
let me see if I
Yeah.
wrote it down. Hold on.
We did have this on the player document. What shifts he was on? What I think at some point.
Yeah, we had it on the old character sheet for
Yeah, I got
the
it.
pommel.
That would be Yeldan, Braxon, and Lafdul.
One of which is not here.
I can run him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone apart from me has a temporary healing potion. Because I have means of healing myself.
Oh, okay. I better put that on my sheet.
It's only
Right.
a temporary one. I just tell you when you have it and when you don't.
Might be easier rather than worrying too much about it. But
Sorry, my whole persons are not going to be useful against scavers anyway.
So-
silence might be.
Braxon, what do you want to do?
Okay, well, the scavens might not be too dangerous, but I'm gonna
Oh,
go
no.
check something.
Oh, the color.
He's gonna run off and check in his book, see about dealing with scavers.
Okay. The book lists off a number of things that you can do to prepare for a potential scaver attack, as well as it has some pages about proper preparation of night scavers.
Right. Oh yeah, for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Gross.
Now, while you were checking, You
No
do
one
hear
raised the
a
alarm?
shout from up on the deck as one of the scavers does decide to make an attack on a crew member.
Not on Lafdul, though. Oh, Lafdul's busy gambling, probably.
Well, you'd probably be below deck. You're just awake at the time. I mean, unless you've
Yeah.
taken on a specific duty. Luckily, the
No, I'm looking after crew, or whatever. Occasionally someone gets sick.
the crew member does manage to duck the attack, but the other ones are coming in for an attack. Yeldan is up on deck, and he takes a shot with an arrow, but unfortunately he misses the scaver as it's flying away.
Oh no, that's an arrow. He's not getting back.
You can use up his arrows while he's away.
I'm not using up his magical ones.
Yeah. Not yet, anyway.
Okay, Braxton will go running back on deck.
Are the rest of us asleep or waking up or what?
You
Still
have
asleep
to be
right now.
woken up by someone.
Yep. There has been no actual alarm.
Yeah,
raised.
so it's like if Lafdul was alarmed, Lafdul would start waking people up.
Lafdul, you did hear a shout from up on deck. You're below decks right now. I guess I should pull people. I should pull you over to the.
Can I roll for being aware of the situation, I guess?
Give me just a second.
Wisdom check? Well, generally, that's one of those things. If someone shouts, and obviously something's up.
Yeah, I mean it's a shout. You can. However you want to react to the shout, you're welcome to do so.
What kind of shout is it? Like does someone got
something like that? The kind of
I
shout,
just say-
the kind of shout that someone would make as they are ducking a shark coming in to attack them, a flying shark coming in.
Yeah,
to
but
attack
there's
them.
like different things as if like something ducking out of the way of like a mast falling down or something. But you'd hear that. But there's different types of shouts. Isn't like a scream, like don't nibble me.
I described how it was. It was a shout, the type that you would make to.
I shout alarm. I wake people up. That's my action. So 99, whatever.
Don't nibble me.
Yeah, I was going for the PG friendly version. See, I'm thinking of old.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative, Lafdul. I will roll initiative for Yeldan and roll initiative, Braxon.
Right.
It's not added me to the turn track now.
Did you
Wait,
click
do I
on
have
your?
to do something?
Did you click on your token?
Yeah, I clicked on my token.
Well,
But,
yeah, of course it doesn't add at you. You just rolled 1d10.
Yeah.
You need to use
Yeah.
the initiative macro.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I forget what that is. It's been, wait, was it a percentage or something?
Let me do that again.
Hashtag.
I'll put the original number in.
Let's see.
You could display the macro bar at the bottom, and then you just click on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I've got the same number. I don't have to change it.
Although that, oh, did I roll that right? It's meant to be an 8,
No,
but yeah.
no. It's hashtag player initiative.
Oh, yeah, but I rolled a 1d10 as well.
I don't know why it rolled 2 for you.
And there we go. But I'll keep it as 8 as my first roll, I assume.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
You can tell how often Lafdul has had to roll initiative on the first turn.
Apparently so. All right. I'm just gonna have the crew move at the same time as the scavers, just because it's easier. And let's see, they are like that. That's about the right thing anyway. Okay. All right, so Braxon, you head up on deck to see a the scavers coming in for attacks. They are they do have a brownish hide. And Lafdul, you've heard this shout, and so you're going around to start
Raising alarm.
waking people up.
Yeah.
Braxon,
Banging on doors.
Braxton's going to try and shoot him with the magical bow.
okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. That is going to be a hit.
Oh yeah, Thaco 15. Roll a 15.
Yep.
Even I can work that one out. Right, so
Last time to hit.
Is it one? Is it 1d6?
Yeah.
Using the warhammer.
No, he's using bow.
Yeah, it's the magical
Oh,
bow
yeah.
that every time Braxton tries to use it, everyone gets too close and he starts using something else.
Okay. Your arrow sinks into the hide of one of the incoming scavers. Lafdul, you are going around to wake up people, raising the alarm. So Ockar and Higgimus, if you want to don your armor, that will take multiple rounds longer if you do not have aid to do so.
Yeah, that right.
I think I'll call in like one of our crew members to help me get my armor on.
Okay.
Combat's going to be over by the time you get your armor on.
Well, that's what. Yeah.
Very likely.
So you need to invest in like some leather armor, some quick armor.
Do you have anything like leather or chainmail?
No. I have the scale mail.
Scale mail will do. If you have scale mail,
Faster than plate.
that would be a lot faster.
Well, yeah, I'll ask. Yeah, I wanted to get that one on.
Okay, you don't actually need help for that, I don't believe. Let me double check.
I think it's faster if I get help.
It's piecemeal armor that matters. I believe.
Yeah, it's like plate mail. You gotta like have shoulder straps, pauldrons, gauntlets, gorget, stuff like that.
Have you considered inventing Velcro armor?
I don't think I'm nearly that good. I'm not nearly that good to invent that.
It'd be a great way to
Just
just
thinking
stick
now.
to your enemies, though. Okay, I will look that up. Let me go ahead and Higgimus, are you going to be getting your armor on, or are you going to be?
No.
Well, it's not quite your turn yet.
Oh, you said roll. Okay, sorry.
No, sorry. I meant that I was asking if you were getting your armor on, but you can keep that roll. It's fine.
Oh, I remember what I was meant to do now on my second level spells when we were traveling was get bark skin. So
Well.
useful for the fighters.
Well.
Not that I have second level spells at the moment in this encounter, but
Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, you do need aid getting into that armor. So you'll be out for 2 rounds getting on the scale armor.
That's why I called in somebody to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, it's 1d6 plus 4 rounds.
oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's always good to have some leather armor or mail around or something like that to get in and out of quickly in a situation like this.
Scale harder to get in than chain
No.
or mail.
No. Single piece items are the same. Single piece non-metallic armors are 1 round with assistance, and single piece metal armors are 2 rounds with assistance. Times are doubled without assistance for all armor.
It's like the equivalent of breastplate.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
Well, scale armor, mail, leather armor, those kind of are like shirts. You put your arms in the sockets, slip it over your head kind of thing.
Do
What
the
about
straps.
braces? I'm sorry.
Bracers don't really take any time to get on.
Okay.
Slip them on. You just got to know where they are.
It's dark. I'm a mage.
Yeah, but you can see in the dark. You just fumble around for something. It's like, oh, there they are.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the scavers are coming in to attack, and let's see. There's quite a few of them. It's like a school of them.
Big ship. Lots of fleshy things to eat.
Where's Leva?
You're still down below decks in your quarters. You were not on. You're waking up. You're being woken up by the alarm.
What's going on?
Hey, old.
Yes.
What? It's a kind of like out of character kind of like cast thing. Would dictate help them get move their asses faster. It's like I dictate a sleeping person to get equipped or something. It's like they're compelled to suddenly get equipped. I was just curious. That was all. It's not. I'm not too serious on this.
Yeah. So the answer is
Would
going
you
to
role
be
play it out?
no.
Ah.
It would most definitely not speed up the trip.
You might wake up a bit faster.
Okay, so
Zombified.
the scavers come in, and the crew is they're getting weapons out, getting bows ready, stuff like that. And these scavers just come in, and a few of them just like pick up some of the crew members and just gulp them right down. So three crew members get gulped down right off the bat.
Aw.
Let me see which ones those are going to be.
Is it like instant death, or is it a few turns before they suffocate? I guess.
Well, you don't know.
We've had one crew member die, but it was a few rounds later.
And let me make some attacks for the crew members. I'll just do this. That is actually a couple good hits. So that is going to be... Okay. Couple good hits.
Braxon's trying to follow the scavengers that have eaten people.
Okay, they're kind of just like doing a loop around the back of the ship. And I am just going to apply this to all the same one just to make it easier. The three crew members who hit, they followed Braxon's cue there, and they all managed to hit the same one. And it, with the third arrow that comes in and hits it, it just kind of like does a somersault and stops moving. And let's see. So you have a ballista up there. The catapults cannot hit. I'm going to give 2 attacks with the ballista, but then they're basically going to be, it's going to take too long to get them reloaded, so they're probably not going to try to reload them. They'll switch over to other weapons. And that is 1 hit. For that much damage. Okay, a ballista bolt skewers another one of the scavers. Not one of the ones that gulped down a crew member. And Yeldan is going to take a shot at one. And that is a hit. He's using his sheaf arrows, so that's going to be... he does 5 points of damage.
They're hard to see if they're night scavers, aren't they?
The brown ones, I think.
Yeah, they're brown.
Are they still hard to see, or?
No, not really. Alright, Braxon, give me another attack from your bow.
Oh, yeah.
And Yeldan misses with his second attack.
Braxon's trying to shoot one of the ones that ate someone.
Okay.
Oh, 20.
That's pretty good.
Might be good enough.
Do I do 2d6 instead of 1?
Yes.
Try not to shoot its tummy.
It'll be a headshot with which one probably. Wow, who
Yeah.
else to?
All right. That is going to be. And I need to make a saving throw for it. Okay, it
No.
does not save. Let me
You know
see
what?
the-
Lafdul has 0 spells useful against Scabrous.
Well, time to pull out that bow.
Yeah, pretty much. He's got Sanctuary. So it's good when you want to run away. Oh, he's got 1 spell that's useful. He's got Cause Fear. So if he gets attacked,
That'd
he might try
be
and
a great way to make the ones that swallowed crew members to run off, so you never get those crew members back.
Yeah, I know. That's what I think. I don't want to use it on them.
All right, let's see. It does not save, so I need to find the proper thing. So you do manage to hit the tail,
Uh-huh.
so you're lucky there, and that is going to be
This is a movement or something, doesn't it?
okay. You don't know. Your arrow sticks in. There's a stream of blood coming from it, from its tail. And yeah, as Farron says in the chat, that book is really working.
Yeah.
Of course, I need
Perfection.
to check something for that scaver.
Completely forgot about that book.
Okay. All right, so Higgimus, you are not getting armor on, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so
Yes.
I
He is
am
armor.
putting my hat on, though.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay, initiative. Leva, you can get up and do something. Ockar, you're getting your armor on.
Yeah. I am going up to do something. Yeah.
Actually, what is the reload time on the Ballistae? It's 1 every 3. I guess they would be reloading, so I'll keep that in mind.
How many scavers are we talking about here?
So 2 have been. 1 has been slain. No, 2 have been slain. I'm sorry. And 2 have been injured. And there are less than a dozen left now. So,
And they can all see the deck we're on.
yeah, I mean you're coming up on various decks. So some of you are. Let me see. I'm on the wrong thing. Some of you
How
are
many-
coming up here. Others are up on this deck here, this deck, and the 2 side decks. I mean, most of the ship is enclosed, but you do have to have some people out on watch duty and stuff like that. And when you're attacked, people come out onto the deck to fire weapons and stuff like that.
So where would Leva end up being?
Anywhere you want to go. I mean, you can attack from. You'll be able to attack them from anywhere. They're swimming all around. I'm not gonna.
I'm asking because I'm going to use hypnotic pattern, and I want to get as many as I can within its influence.
What's the area of effect?
Oh my! I should have known you asked that. Just a moment. 30 yards.
That's the range.
No,
not the
area of effect is 30 foot cube.
Because they're moving erratically and coming in and making attacks and then going out, you'll really only be able to get 2 of them.
Well,
Old.
that's better
Sorry.
than 0.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Just bear in mind, you're big enough to be eaten as well.
Yes,
Small
Braxon?
enough.
Do our ballista crews have the harpoons that we got before?
They've just basically gone for the standard ballista bolts since no one said anything
Yeah.
about
But do those harpoons fit?
it. Yeah.
Okay, so Braxton could ask them to fire the harpoons at the scavers at 8 people.
I can try, if that's what you...
Yeah.
So the 2 that are reloading, that's what you're telling them to do?
Yeah,
It
reload.
cancel that reload.
Okay. No, I mean, it's fine. Since they just fired last round, it's no problem. And I'll have the third one, they were just a little bit slower, so they'll be going this round and then reloading. But they still have a regular bolt in, not a...
Yeah, he's not telling them to unload. He's just telling them to, next time load with a harpoon.
Okay. And let me make some other checks.
And he also says, archers, concentrate your fire on the scavers at 8 people. Prepare to recover the scavers' bodies as soon as we finish the combat.
All right.
Lafdul would mention you need a team dedicated to recovering people, not cup fighting.
Okay. So everyone has rolled. Let me go ahead and...
No, I've got to roll again. Hang on. Where are you? Sorry, everything's in a slightly different place.
Okay. Alright.
Hey.
Okay, Scavers are making their attacks first, and that is going to be that many. Actually, let me make a quick check of something else. Ones who are inside, what are they doing?
Oh, some are on board.
No, some of the swallowed
Right.
characters get to do something.
Yeah. Cut their way out or get eaten.
Okay, that is going to be that. Okay. Now the Scavers are attacking. All right, some of them are coming to attack those of you on deck. Lafdul, did you come up on deck?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm coming up to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
On whatever I see.
I'm just going to do it in order. So the first one is attacking Lafdul, second one is attacking Leva, third one is attacking Higgimus, fourth one is attacking Yeldan, fifth one is attacking Braxon, and then all the rest are attacking crew. That should be fun.
Pick a mix.
Okay, that is...
Can my power be interrupted? No, it can't.
No, it can't. That is a... that is a miss. That is a...
I have to figure out people's armor classes.
Ooh, that is a miss. One comes in and bites at you, Lafdul, but you manage to dodge right out of the way. One is coming in at you, Leva, and you manage to just duck down as it goes right by you. One does hit you, Higgimus.
Does that break Lever's concentration now?
No.
Because she had to duck out the way.
No, because that's my description of the miss as opposed to it was a pretty clumsy attack on its part, so she didn't really have to do much. So no, she doesn't have a dexterity bonus to her defense anyway. Whoops, what am I doing? That's the wrong die. Yeah, so Higgimus, you take 4 points of damage. And it is swimming right around you, Higgimus, so that one will be easy to hit.
Look who's come back.
I slept
hello.
in.
Hey,
So sorry.
that's okay. You guys are being attacked by brown scavers right now, so I've already rolled for you for your initiative. If you just want to, like, sit out this round, collect your thoughts and everything like that. So no need to worry about that. However, Braxon, the scaver coming in to attack you does manage to just knock you, he hits you really hard and you go flying up into the air, and then with one gulp you are down in its gullet.
Oh no!
And you take
Nice.
3 points of damage.
Braxton,
You don't have a
use...
short weapon.
You'll have
Would
to
he-
tell us how it feels. Then there.
Would Braxton drop his bow going in?
Yeah, probably.
Well, no, but you can't use it in there anyway. You can only use a small
I know.
weapon.
Wait, could he cut his way out with an arrow?
However, I'm
It would
going to
take
need
a
you
long
to give me a saving throw.
Okay. Open roll.
Oh, did he get critted?
That's fine. Saving throw versus poison, please.
Oh, they're poisonous?
Yeah, they're brown scavers. Right, saving throw 10. The target is... 11.
Oh, that's
That's a fail.
okay.
Yeah, you have to get above the throw.
And a crew member gets bitten but not swallowed, because that was one of the ones that had already swallowed. And another crew member gets bitten but not swallowed. Okay, but not killed. So 2 crew members are injured but not killed. They are going to... Well, first I'm going to do the ballista. Wow.
Malfunction?
Can scavers get a ship shaken?
One of them attacked a blister.
No, the ballista, the turreted ballista got a critical hit.
Oh, go!
Maybe it would shake. Maybe it would shake someone out of their stomach.
Yeah, no, they pierced through them and the person inside. Roll to see if it's Braxton.
Yeah, so it doesn't even need to make a save. I guess I will roll to see which one gets hit, though. That's a good idea. Let's see if one of these goes right through the crew member inside. And
Yeah,
no,
Braxton gets the harpoon.
It does not. So the ballista bolt on top of the hilt does line up a perfect shot with one of the scavers as it's coming in to try and make a bite on the crew member there. And the bolt goes right down its gullet. This is not one that had eaten anything, and just splits right out the rear end and continues flying. So, yeah.
Does it go through 2 more?
No. But the crew members are attacking.
God, a lot of people rode before me. Jeez.
Yeah, basically all of you guys were
How
pretty
many
slow.
nines or?
Oh, I was just having them all move at the same time as the brown scavers so that I could do this pretty easily. All right. That is going to be the Giff Marines managed to kill 2. Not even gonna roll damage on that. And let me roll some damage on some other ones. So, some pretty good hits, but I'm ignoring critical misses, so don't worry about that. Oh, that's actually not too bad of a roll. And another one gets killed. Another scaver gets killed. Okay. So there are 6 left. All right, Lafdul.
3 of which have eaten people.
Casting fairy fire on the biggest bunch of them. How big are they?
4 of which have eaten people.
All right.
I don't
yeah.
think if they're big. If
Yeah,
they're big enough
they're-
to eat people.
they're large.
Maybe
They're large creatures.
two of them I can affect.
Yeah.
Or one.
I suppose
Oh,
Braxon counts as
Any
equal.
two.
All right, so you put it on the one that ate Braxon,
Yeah, I guess that one's important.
and one of the other ones that is eaten person, so that you guys have a better chance of getting them. All right, and
Yeah, we can always get another Braxon.
Leva, so
Braxons are us.
Braxon, FYI, you are there's like when you got swallowed, there was oily, gassy, and intestinal gases inside its large stomach, and you're coughing and choking pretty hard in there.
Yeah, it's basically trying to dissolve me, isn't it?
Something like
I'll
that.
suffocate you first.
All right, Leva, you are able to try and hypnotize 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So is that just a saving throw versus spell?
Don't forget the level variation.
I'm doing that right
One
now.
And other than that, what do I need to do? Nothing.
Well, I need to know if they
I
make
need-
a saving throw.
Saving throw negative.
Negates. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Negate. Naked.
Zero.
Okay.
Naked.
Okay, that would be that, and
Would any of them? Scavers are not intelligent, are they?
not particularly. They're
No,
animals.
so-
Most of them are essentially animals.
Yeah.
All right. 2 of the scavers that were coming by you, Leva. They're coming towards you at just the right moment to be caught in the area of effect of your hypnotic pattern spell. So they just stop swimming towards you and just kind of like move slightly within the air envelope of the ship and are staring right at you. All right,
Can I
Higgimus.
make them dance?
No.
If only Lever had the power word regurgitate spell.
Well, ask Lafdul. He can command them. Command.
No, I can't. They're not intelligent.
Yeah.
Plus they're animals.
My Thaco is 15.
That is. Is that taking into account your? Well, what were you doing? Just
Shooting?
shoot. Oh, shooting. Okay, so yeah. All right, you missed one.
Drop
Okay.
that good?
Yeldan. I'll just roll for you this round, Yeldan. So you can still collect yourself, and that is a hit. All right, you managed to hit one of the ones that did swallow a crew member, and the scaver kind of does a little convulse and rams into the side of the ship with its mouth hanging open. The crew member in there coughing starts trying to crawl out of the mouth. All right, Braxon, you are inside the Skaver. Do you have a small weapon?
Yeah. Only thing is, I rolled for the bow and arrow. So,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
okay.
matter.
You're changing your weapon. See?
I'm letting. Well, no, I
Yeah.
mean, you're inside, so there's not a whole lot to do anyway. But if you've got a small weapon, you can make an internal attack.
Braxton's got the dwarven dagger, and he's also got a gun.
You cannot use the gun.
Okay. So,
Can't
dwarven
see.
dagger time.
Out of curiosity, if I got would you tell me if a certain effect, say for example, on my dagger, so I got ice or fire, would you tell me if it would have an effect, or does it kind of find out?
I'm
So-
not actually sure what you're asking.
Braxton's Sacco is 17 for the dwarven dagger.
Okay, that is a hit.
And it's large, isn't it? So he does 1d3.
Yeah.
One hit point.
Woohoo! You stab the your dagger into the stomach lining of this Skaver, coughing violently, so it's not very forceful. However, the Skaver does just vomit you right up onto the deck as it's
Yuck.
flying by, and so yeah, you are a little covered in nasty, disgusting stomach acid, brown goop.
Yay,
Okay.
stomach bile.
And I will roll for second attack for Yeldan, and that is a hit. All right, dealing 5 points of damage. And you switch targets to one of the other ones that had swallowed a crew member, so that is going to be that. Okay. Initiative time for everyone else. And I'll let you roll this time, Yeldan.
Level
Oh, am I
hit
able
the
to-
dice well.
Am I able to contribute now?
Not yet. Next round.
I thought you said it was 2 rounds.
We had to wake up and get someone to help you first.
Okay, so okay.
Is Braxton's bow still okay? Or did it stay in the scaver?
The bow got vomited out as well, but you'd have to spend the round picking it up. If you have another weapon, you can just swing at something that's swimming by if you want.
Well, he's got a dagger in his hand. Could he drop that and pick out one of his other weapons then?
Yes.
How many arrows have I shot?
4 now. isn't it?
You
Or
weren't
3.
using your magical arrows, and I would say that you guys had, brought along, spares. So I'm not gonna.
It's like ship arrows.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Don't worry about that for now.
Okay.
It's
like-
more important when you're away from the ship for an extended period of time and stuff like
yeah,
that.
it's like
or
food
using,
rations.
or using your magic arrows, and I explicitly decided that you probably would not use magic arrows here.
Yeah. He wasn't rolled.
Bow is
Dun dun dun. This is job for button 3.
Okay.
Isn't it?
All right.
Button 3 do?
Lafdul, your turn.
I'm casting Sanctuary on Lever.
Can you cast it on other people?
Range touch.
Okay.
Yes. Any opponent attempt to distract the otherwise directly attack the protected creature.
Okay. I have been doing Sanctuary wrong for a while now, by the way. Just FYI.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
You only stop noticing them when you actually try to attack them and fail your saving throw. Otherwise, there's no difference between... So it's only people who attempt to attack and fail their saving throw, then lose track
They
of them.
permanent. It's like being invisible.
Not
Do we
exactly,
need-
but...
Yeah, I was
Don't worry,
weirded out by
Joshua.
how it worked before because it made them basically seem like they were invisible.
Yeah, and it should be so someone who isn't trying to attack them will still notice them, but it's only when they go to attack then they'll lose track, which can still
So
be
we need
useful.
to go. We need to go back and re-record the year.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So everyone loses experience points. No, okay. So you cast
We go
that
back to
on.
level 1!
All right, you cast that on.
Sorry, you're playing Zanfear again.
Oh
Lafdul.
god!
Braxon, you are switching to the rod
Yeah, I'm pressing the legendary button 3.
that you've never used before.
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second. That is around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, you press button number 3, and the sword blade springs out of the end, but does not ignite. And then the whole rod itself begins to lengthen, and you get the feeling that you could stop it at any point.
Nice.
How
You got a
long? How
spear.
far do you want it to lengthen? Yeah, it's a spear.
Ah.
It's like a 6-foot spear, 10-foot spear, like a boarding pike or something, I guess.
Too late. It's 15 feet now.
You have to actively stop it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Braxton presses the button again.
Okay, well, it's now 15 feet, so
Is that as far as it goes?
yeah, and now I mean, if you press the button again to try and shorten it, then you're spending your action to play around with the weapon as opposed to attack.
Yeah.
So are you spending the round playing around with the button, or are you attacking?
No, he's going to attack.
Okay.
He was just trying to stop it from coming out. Oh, and I think he missed.
Yep, that was a miss anyway. All right, Higgimus.
All right, pull up second gun.
Okay. There is a one right in front of you, essentially. So it's pretty easy to hit.
Awesome.
Okay,
That's a hit.
that is a hit.
Yay. Ooh.
Well, that is
So 12 damage.
12 damage. Pretty good. The scaver that attacked you has just been like circling you and getting ready to come in again for another attack, and it's coming towards you, and you just level your gun at it and bang, and it just rips right through its flesh along the side by its eye. But it comes in towards you, and all of a sudden it expels a noxious brown gas right in your face. So I'm going to need you to make a saving throw versus poison.
Gross.
Save versus burp.
You would do your obligatory
Oh,
stop
that's
that,
so close
but
to
it
17.
doesn't understand.
Yeah.
What do you need to get above?
Don't make it. You get 11. It was so close to 17, though.
Okay.
None of
the
you rolling dwarves.
the gas just fills your lungs, and you're coughing and choking and gagging. It's not going to affect your actions, like your attack rolls and stuff, but you really don't feel good.
Don't feel good, huh?
You do not feel good at all. Let's see.
It's terrible.
How many are left? 1, 2. Well, actually, there are 3 left that can actually attack this round. That's not many left.
Including the one that threw up on me.
Two of them are, yes, this is including the one that threw, oh no, that's actually not including the one, whoops. So let me just re-roll.
So it's 4 altogether?
There are 5 altogether because there are 2 that are hypnotized. Okay, well I re-rolled and this time they both missed, so. Now we get some crew members. And first the Giff. And the Giff managed to come in and stab the one that was attacking you, Higgimus, killing it with their boarding pikes, and another one runs up and stabs at the one that was attacking Braxon, that spit up Braxon, and just gets a little nick on its flesh. They are specifically avoiding the ones that are hypnotized, and the rest of the crew, they managed to hit one of the ones that Lafdul put fairy fire on, and they kill it, causing it to expel the crew member that it had swallowed. All right, Yeldan, your turn. So there's the one that had swallowed Braxon, and then just the 2 that are hypnotized left.
We'll attack the one that swallowed Braxon.
Braxon, you feel okay, by the way.
Okay, that's great.
For now. I don't actually know what bronze givers do, so gotta find out though.
Magic longbow.
Just give me a d20.
Yeah, if it's something you don't. Oh, see, you don't even need to think about your Thacker there.
Yeah. All right, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll double damage.
Magic bow.
Okay, your arrow takes it right in the eye, and it convulses and stops moving. All that is left now are the 2 that are hypnotized, and they're very easy to take care of. The cloud that was vomited in Higgimus's face has dissipated, but he's still coughing, choking, hacking.
Can I do a healing proficiency check on him
Yes.
to determine the lethality of the poison? Nope.
You have no idea. You've never encountered this type of thing before.
No, I've no idea. Anyone got any idea? I can't tell.
I'm sure. I'm sure my book says something about it. I can go have a look.
All right, you're gonna do
Where's
that.
the?
All right, Braxon heads below decks to consult his book. Anyone else gonna do anything?
I try and guide Higgimus. Come downstairs for Braxon. We'll put you on the bed.
All right.
It threw up on me,
So FYI, of the 3 crew members who got swallowed, none of the other ones who were injured, they'll recover in time, so you don't need to worry about them.
Yeah,
of the
I don't
3
think
that were
it's-
swallowed, one of them is okay. The other 2 are dead.
Oh.
Dead from asphyxiation, I guess. So.
So that okay.
Oh, I guess Ockar's just gonna take off his armor and go back to sleep if there's no combat.
He just well, yeah, well, Higgimus
Higgimus
Higgimus will be
Yeah.
fine. Higgimus will be fine.
I walk out, see all the fangs over. I see Higgimus being taken down. It's like they can handle it. Then I walk off and go back to sleep.
Okay. You get Higgimus to his quarters and into bed, and he starts convulsing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Leather, if she's
Pick up
got
my
that
protection.
magical.
I use the ointment.
The ointment's gonna be faster.
I was gonna say I have the protection against poison scroll.
Yeah, that's.
Use that. Use that.
I'd use the ointment first.
You're too far to use the scroll, Higgimus. You're
Okay.
I use the ointment.
okay. You decide that since this got into his face and lungs and mouth, you smear it around his nostrils and in his mouth and try to get him to swallow. It's ointment, but it can be swallowed. And after a moment, Higgimus he starts breathing normally again, and the convulsing stops.
Do I need to roll for the healing?
He didn't take any damage. He just was poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I took damage
that was-
earlier.
Did you take damage?
I did. I got hit for 4 points of damage.
Right. All
First
right.
round.
Oh, wow.
That's right. I forgot about that. So that's 1d.
What's the minimum
Yeah,
you
it's
can heal?
1d4 plus 8, so
That's
it's
good.
yeah,
That's
it's
There we
the
go.
minimum
I
would have
have
healed
it.
you. So
There you go.
So yay, I get some extra rest.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
you guys can handle it.
Unfortunately, I did not have access to my slow poison because I didn't have my second level spells. Which is, well, how it goes sometimes. I got hold poison. Yeah.
Braxon also took a little bit of damage, I believe.
I've got. Well, everyone's got temporary healing potions. I'll refresh them next day. I got 1 cure moderate wound spell.
Oh, we have to.
All right. Well, you would have. Yeah, you'd the temporary healing potion that would expire the next day. You just drink that down, and that's gonna fully heal you.
Yeah.
So you don't need to worry about that. Okay.
Who's drinking that?
That was you.
Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because only
Yeah.
you and Higgimus got injured.
Okay.
Lafdul's very. Well, actually, is that book written in common? I take it. Yeah, it would be.
Braxton's book.
Yeah, because if he's reading and I'm not, obviously it must
It
be
is.
written in a language that he can read.
It is.
Yeah.
If anyone were to
I-
look, I'll tell you right now, if anyone were to look over Braxton's shoulder while he was reading this, the words would just like swim in their eyes on the page, and they wouldn't be able to read anything.
Yeah, I
Even
just
if
asked
we're
him to
in-
translate to me.
I mean, even if you could,
Oh, it's that book.
Yeah.
that's the book he was talking about. Braxton. Now that book did have a variety of recommended things to eat, drink, and like incense to burn in the room to clear up such maladies. Some of the things you have on board the ship, some of them you don't.
I've got
Okay.
burning and
So-
stuff.
So it might work to an extent.
Could I make note of anything if he tells me anything?
Sure.
For future attempts?
Sure.
Like purifying the air, I take it.
Yeah, if you get into a similar situation, it might be a bonus to the roll or something like that. Just remember that and bring it up in such a situation.
All right. How many days have we been traveling?
Not very many. That was the 4th day, sorry.
4 days. Okay. 4 days.
Okay.
Has Braxton got to clean his armor off?
We lost.
Yeah,
Yes,
doesn't he?
yes, you do.
Yeah.
And the book has recommendations for that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. That is going
Oh.
to be.
It recommends bleach. A lot of bleach.
Is there such a thing as bleach back then?
Yeldan, we did decide on how much food, etc., we need per day.
Yeah, I saw that in the thing on the Battle Dolphin character. 'Cause
Okay.
I
was-
adjusted the totals based off of the loss of the crew now. So
4 days. Yeah, we lost 2 members, so that's
That won't
Two
apply.
less.
That doesn't apply to the stuff that the 4 days that you've just done. So that'll
Yeah.
only apply in the future.
Were they regular crewmen we lost, I guess?
Yeah, it was just regular crew members.
Do we go back? It's only a couple of days.
Why do you want to go back?
we
Hmm.
only lost 2 crew members.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking since we were here, that was all.
I mean, you could go back and give me another opportunity to roll up more brown scavers. The crew begin to take care of, mopping up the blood and gore and being very careful with the stomach bile, although it seems to lose its efficacy after the death of the creature.
Could I? Oh, well, I guess I would have been too busy with Higgimus.
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
Well, I mean, after you take care of Higgimus, you could do something.
Yeah, but you said that it loses the potency or whatever.
Well, yeah, okay, so after you take care of Higgimus, you go up and start investigating it, and
I take like
realize
a
that it seems
file
to
of it or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I'll
but
study it, so if I can make a purge tip in the future or something. Like
Okay.
practice over the next 3 days.
No, it
Maybe
works.
give it a bonus to my roll.
Okay.
You might be able to do an autopsy on an entire scaver.
Yeah, well, I don't have anatomy, and I'm not learning anatomy, unfortunately.
I mean, if you want to, learn anatomy in the
Not
future, if you
anytime
possibly.
soon.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's anytime soon. You can just say that. I mean, if it's something that you're considering in the future, even if you end up not taking it, you can still
Well, like
say
4 or
that.
5 levels away.
Yeah, I mean, if it's even 10 levels away, I mean,
Yeah, all right, then. I a vague healing interest.
it's the role playing
Curious to
aspect
know
of it.
how it works, how does poison work.
Okay.
It's a good job Higgimus went to bed, otherwise we'd have a brown scaver eye hanging up in the dining room.
The corpses from talking to the other crew, the crew is pretty, like, brown scavers, not even good for eating, as they're cleaning up and as you're investigating them. You cut a few of them open and don't find anything of note. Some of them have, like, stellar fish bones in them and stuff like that, but nothing of any note.
Anything useful for alchemy?
If you think of anything that you want to take, you can keep some of it.
I'd say the bile, since I'm looking at it actively.
Yes.
It might be well, I'm working on a purgative, but yeah.
God, I'm ending up with vials full, bits of this and bits of something else.
Welcome
Should
to
actually
being
start
a
doing
wizard.
All right, I'll take which is
Bit of brown scaver.
yes, bit of brown scaver, and I need
Probably
to
the
find
bile.
first.
You could empty out the temporary healing potion, and it just means you're foregoing it for a little while you're studying it.
I mean, anything that you want to take from corpses and stuff like that, do it. I'm not going to, like, say, oh, yeah, this thing is useful for this. So, to a certain extent, use your imagination. If you've just encountered a creature that has something to do with some effect, collect some of its parts.
Yeah, that's what I
How
was
heavy
thinking.
are those? How heavy are those filled vials, by the way?
It doesn't matter if you're not going to be carrying them around. And would
Okay.
you really be carrying them around?
No,
Right.
I
You probably
think.
store them in your lab.
Yeah, so, I mean, things that you would never actually carry around, like, Higgimus still has a piece of the flail snail shell, but he doesn't actually carry it around, so it doesn't matter how much it weighs.
Okay. I also want a vial with a sample of the vial.
You're welcome to just collect it and write it down.
Here's a question for you, Old. Could I? This is like a character development thing. Could I like make a book based on poisons, based on what I've discovered, and basically making researching it?
You can start writing a book, yeah.
Yeah, well, essentially to help me, maybe give me a bonus to rolls and stuff like that later down the line if I study it.
Maybe. Well, I mean,
Yeah, well, it's also a book, passing time and stuff.
I mean, to a certain extent, a book that you've written probably wouldn't give you a bonus to the roll.
Yeah,
But
well,
somebody else.
yeah. Basically, what? All right. Who knows? Maybe Lafdul gets knocked out, and the book has my notes on how to make a purgative.
Yeah.
Someone else could read it.
Yeah, no. And
Possibly fudge a healing check.
if you
But it is written in Elvish, so it's only Yeldan.
Well, yeah, but you can always get it translated later if you learn Common. Keep in mind that if you decide to write a book, you could also get it published.
Yeah. I don't know how that works in this edition.
That by the seat of my pants.
Just a role playing.
By the seat of my pants.
Yeah.
That's how it works. But I mean, at the same time, eventually you might, to a certain extent, as someone who gets followers, that would be one of the ways to roleplay out why your specific character gets followers, or some of the followers at least. They've heard about these things that you could do, kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I could also thinking about it as a purgative, but also as a poison.
Yeah, no, I mean,
of course, it is a poison itself. Yeah. So
I'm just saying that this is the kind of thing where it's primarily role playing. If you did get it published, then it would be a good way to explain why some of your followers decide to sign up with you, so to speak. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
If that's something that you want to do, I say go for it.
I will start making catalogs of creatures that are poisonous.
The library that you have up on the lower cargo deck would have sheets of papyrus. It would have a writing desk, certainly, but you could have one of those in your room, too. But it would also have plenty of papyrus for note-taking and stuff like that.
So I won't have to supply it myself? Or...
Right. Yeah. So unless you got to a point where I'm like, okay, you're abusing this. It's got enough papyrus for you to start taking notes and stuff like that.
Taking notes of the notes.
That kind of thing, or maybe even a notebook or something like that. The point is that, the library has that kind of equipment. So.
All right, yeah. I'm going to make a character note then. I've made notes of...
Yeah. And that's sort of the thing that...
Scabbers.
The costs of spell research... not only pays for stuff that you experiment with, but also to, at the end, to resupply your library with stuff that you've used up, including paper and notebooks and things like that. So, okay. With the Skaver corpses taken care of, you guys get back underway down to crew members. A couple of them were injured as well, but everyone is kind of surprised at the relative lack of injuries taken. Yeah, that's his proper spelling. You can, we can hand wave out you healing them. They would recover in a few days anyway. So yeah, that's how it's spelled. And you continue on for the next few days, approaching the crystal shell.
Excellent.
You're about a day away from the sphere wall itself. When you, this is on during the first shift, not the second shift. So this is Higgimus on duty.
So I'm up with my armor.
Yes.
Am I up and around now?
Yeah. I mean, after you went to sleep and you woke up the next day feeling just fine. With the use of that ointment. I will tell you, if that hadn't been done, you would have died.
Slow poison,
really?
some sort of poison that kills you.
That was.
Yeah, he was convulsing, so he was like having a bad reaction to it.
Brown scavers are known to be deadly poisonous. Yes.
Oh my! So
Deadly's like the second worst one, isn't it?
It depends. They don't do a whole lot of damage. Well, I don't think there's any that are instant death, but I mean,
I thought wyverns were instant death.
Anything large. I mean, those and anything larger can start swallowing creatures, and that's pretty nasty too. So.
I'm surprised that Braxton's alive.
You drop out of spelljamming speed to see a
You don't need to recover the arrows because you get them off the ship.
Yeah. That's,
what's that?
I think that was Braxton using the healing potion.
Yeah.
How
Even
many
though I
days
said
has
it
it
was, even though I said it was hand waved. So this would be the 8th day.
been? Yeah, so my
Eighth
potion's
day.
down again.
So you drop out of spelljamming speed to see an elven flitter tumbling through space, apparently unpowered. It's basically at the edge of your, the limit. If you turned around and moved away, you get back to spelljamming speed.
Should we go check it out?
Yep.
Yeah, let's go check it
We're
out.
working for the elves right now.
Yes.
I'll pull up my spyglass.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
As you're approaching it, you start to see
Actually,
some
what
lights flash from it.
What shift am I on? Never mind.
I handed
Yeah, you're on the second shift, Yeldan.
I hand
Yeah,
my
you do
spyglass to Braxon. Braxon, can you make this up?
Braxton's in bed. Let's
Oh.
wake him up.
I'll go
do we
wake
have-
up Braxton and bring him out here so he can take a look at those flashing lights.
You did
Yep.
specifically tell me that you were hiring a crew member with signaling.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, but
Yes.
people were talking.
Yes. You summon the crew member with signaling, and he looks through the spyglass. After a moment, he says, "It's a little bit difficult to read since the ship is tumbling, but I believe whoever is on that small vessel is signaling that they need assistance, that their helm no longer functions."
Okay. Let's make our way to there. Be a little bit on guard, though.
Okay. As you do
Rousing
close,
the crew.
I assume that as you close, you're keeping an eye on it with the spyglass.
Yeah, that and just in case, I'll have people woken up for this.
Okay. The ship. So you send Ockar down to wake everyone up. And the ship,
Fine.
as you close in, it definitely has some damage of some sort. You see some a significant portion of one of the flitter's wings is sheared off. And it looks like there's some perhaps some fire damage or something like that, or lightning. Something. It's hard to tell without a closer inspection, but some sort of scarring or scorch marks on it.
Okay. Yeah, I also had the as we're moving forward, I'll have somebody say we're moving in to assist.
Okay. The crew member with the signaling, he takes a light. You guys have a regular lantern, and starts signaling with that that you're moving in to assist.
Excellent.
Okay. As you approach, your helmsman starts to set it up so that you start spinning in the same kind of plane, so you can more easily move in and dock with it, kind of thing. Catch a hold of it.
Matching the rotation.
Yeah, exactly. And doing so, as soon as it enters your air envelope, it kind of slowly falls down to the gravity plane. You can see a human woman on board, waving to you as you all do this. The crew start throwing lines, and she quickly ties them to the edge of her ship, and your crew members haul it in.
A human.
Sludge's
on
kind
it,
of small, right?
Flitters are small.
Flitters?
They're 1 ton.
They're generally only one person craft.
Well, I mean, in wartime, you can definitely put more on, but it is generally too small for a heavy weapon.
Transport.
So
yeah.
it's just a human
Yep.
that's on that ship.
Yeah, on an elven ship.
Well,
Well,
flitters are pretty common. Because elves make so many of them have fallen into other hands. Elves don't have a problem with that. They're flitters.
Okay.
They're pretty popular as shuttles and things like that a lot of people will purchase, and use, because they're pretty maneuverable.
Yeah, I guess it's like the really big ships they would have a problem.
Yeah, but even man o' wars, they're uncommon as used by outside groups, but adventurers tend to like them. Again, because of their maneuverability. So the crew members pull her ship in and help her on board. This is basically all, coming up to... let's see, am I on the right thing? No, I am not. Just pulling them up to the side of your deck there, kind of thing.
Okay.
The flitter does not appear to be so far damaged that it's unusable, but the damage to the wing would definitely reduce its maneuverability class.
Okay.
But overall, it's in decent shape. Although now you can see that there are the shattered remains of some sort of chair in the back of the flitter. Now, none of you have probably been on a flitter or used a flitter before, so you wouldn't really know where the normal position of a helm would be. But
I would argue that Yeldan, because he joined a space from Evermeet, not by accident like Lafdul, he might know.
yeah, but you probably still would have gotten to space on like the Sindiath line rather than actually on the Imperial fleet, and
There.
regardless, you would have been on a bigger ship rather than a flitter. Also, many flitters don't have helms, so...
That is also.
Uh,
Because they generally don't eat them.
Helping her aboard, she gives a bow. She's got dark hair, kind of looks like a midnight black color, midnight bluish color. Not very large as human women go, but she's wearing bright clothing, kind of cheery colors, kind of thing. And once on deck, she kind of gives a look over the the crew and the party who's there, and picks out Higgimus as the likely captain. The hat helps.
That helps.
The hat helps. And she turns to you and says, "Permission to come aboard."
So I'm going to. Do I need to roll my etiquette for the proper procedure on this stuff?
Nah, that's pretty standard stuff.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say welcome aboard, or permission granted is what I say. Yeah.
Okay.
And then when she gets on, I'll say welcome aboard.
She gives kind of a sigh of relief and says, I've been stuck out here for many days, just hoping that someone would come across me. My supplies have been dwindling. I was on a ship that was attacked by Nyogi, and I just barely escaped.
Oh. Well, it's lucky for you that you're able to get away at all.
Well, it helps that I'm a helmsman.
Yeah, that's nice. So where were you headed to?
Well, wherever my employer took me. Just kind of wandering space, taking on jobs as necessary. So, given that you're out here by the sphere edge and the direction that you were going, I assume you're leaving the sphere?
That's correct.
She a priest or a mage?
You can't tell.
We're planning to head around tier space. Got a bit of business there. I say not really mentioning exactly what we're doing.
No, you're not heading to tier space.
Oh, not tier space. It is, what is the space?
Prime
space. We're heading to prime space. We got a bit of business there. Not saying what, though.
We shouldn't really just tell her everything.
I didn't tell her everything. I just said that we're heading to prime space. Nothing more than that.
Right, and that's a good thing. I mean, you're keeping it truthful enough. Prime space is a
common.
I mean, it's a fairly common destination. And yeah, no, I actually think that was what Ockar said. Perfect.
Okay.
So yes, we'll be headed to prime space. you're more than welcome to come with us up until that point.
Yeah, I mean, if you need an extra helmsperson, I am more than happy to put my services to use.
So, are you a wizard or a cleric?
Oh, I just dabble.
Lafdul,
So are you a
Lafdul's trying
bard
to say,
then?
I just make mischief, but it's divine mischief.
Oh God.
By the grace of Everin.
She kind of gives you like a kind of a skewed look, a little bemused smile on her face. Okay.
Well,
I'm just glad that elves don't have an evil trickster god. Trust me.
I'm sure Helm's people would be more than willing to offload an extra shift every once in a while. Yeah, we can have you bunk up here for our stay to Prime Space. Do you want your ship?
It's in
or what's
pretty
left of it?
It's in pretty good condition. So if you have someplace that you can store it, or you could tie it up, I would most definitely appreciate it.
Braxon turns up.
Okay. You heard just that last bit then.
Yeah.
Okay. What did she say her name was?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Jewel.
Jewel, nice to meet you. I'm Captain Higgimus, Corporal 4th Class, and I'll go through and start introducing the main officers.
All right. She holds out her hand to shake yours.
Yep, I'll return the shake.
Her hand is
Lafdul
tiny compared to
resists.
yours.
Lafdul resists the temptation to use command to make her slap Higgimus.
She's actually not that much bigger than Leva. So it's fairly small as humans go. She's fairly small as a human.
You said
She's
her
not
name was
half
Jewel?
human.
Yeah, Jewel.
Does the flitter look small enough to fit in the hold?
The wings are the problem. Actually, the cargo door is the problem.
Can we just tie it to the side of our ship, or is that a problem?
Well, we could tow it.
If it's inoperable, let me start again. If it's in an inoperable state, we can just get rid of the other wing temporarily and just put it in the
Look
cargo.
at these wings!
Well, I mean, yeah, they could grow back. I would say I kind of feel like the doors, the cargo doors on the Battle Dolphin are poorly placed and sized. So I'm kind of tempted to say that there's also a back door on here, like that.
We should probably go with that.
Okay.
Otherwise, you could most definitely put it up on top, up here.
So how big is the door?
Braxon, could you place it up on top? Strap it down.
Up on top. Where are we talking?
That
Up on the shuttle.
On top of the shuttle?
Yeah.
Oh, actually on the shuttle itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right, so we need a helmsman and a few crew, and then we can just undock, fly underneath the flitter, and gradually go up.
You could
and put it on deck and lash it down.
You could unmount the helm from the shuttle, take it down to the flitter, and fly it up that way.
We have a spare helm.
Or you could use your spare helm.
There is that.
Let's make it so.
Okay, she watches with interest as you get the spare helm out, connect it to her flitter, and fly it up to the shuttle main deck. It's
might wanna guard
small enough that it's not going to like impede moving around. So I'm not going to.
I was like, so flitter will. The helm, I'm assuming, it's taken off after the flitter.
But the flitter's small enough that actually, you know what? What would be better? You could strap it to the rear fluke.
Okay.
So right over here. It's not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So just strap it there and lash it down. And then yeah, you remove the helm, and that's just fine. That's perfectly fine. It stays out of the way, and it's easy to get to if you wanted to.
All right.
Okay.
So we have our assumption went back up by 1 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Have somebody show her to some quarters.
We have the state, right? So
Can
we'll check it out.
Can Braxon have a look over the flitter and see if, apart from the wings, if there's anything that needs repairing?
Sure. Do you guys want to show her to the stateroom as well? That
Yeah, that'd
Yeldan
be
was
fine.
pointing out. Okay. She's highly complimentary of the quarters that you're letting her use. And Braxon, give me a carpentry check.
Yeah.
On a living ship. Oh, apparently you know about living ships.
No. No.
Or flitters.
20's bad.
No.
Wait.
You
20's very bad.
yeah. You've
My bad.
never dealt with a flitter or an elven vessel in your life, and you look at it and it's like, well, hey, they're living ships. It's just gonna all regrow. So,
Okay.
so as far as you're concerned, everything's fine on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks great.
All right. Well, once she is settled into the quarters, you get the flitter lashed back, up on the fluke. You get back onto course. Nor is on the helm right now, and he continues on. It'll be another day to get to the sphere wall. And you use your brand new portal detector to find a portal out into the Phlogiston. And I yes.
I make sure that my chest is locked.
Okay.
Yeah, I had the same feeling.
And everyone else going to be well. I mean, hey, if there's anything that you want to do,
I got a safe. I got valuable stuff in the safes. Unless, well, she's a magic user, so if she's got access to knock, I'm a bit screwed. Actually, no, I've got Glyph of Warding.
I can wizard lock these things.
Yeah,
Knock will
but
open that still.
knock will open a wizard lock.
Will it?
It's like the counter to it.
Yeah. Well, Yeldan makes his chest lock when he goes back.
I'm
Just
going to
go
put
back.
Glyph of Warding when I can. Oh, I'm going into the bleeding Phlogiston.
well, you've got a day.
Yeah, if I've got a day, then
Yeah.
I would love an opportunity to do that.
Yeah. So if there's last second spells that you want to cast and then
I
rememorize.
can memorize 2. I can put one on my safe and one somewhere else.
Well, unless you let
It just means I'm up.
I mean, unless you let other people know what the that you have this ability.
I would tell Leva. I might tell Higgimus. Yeah, I probably would.
So you
Nice,
let them
'cause
know
he's
that
key-
you could put some sort of warding on an item of theirs.
Yeah.
Okay. Do
But
either of you want to
I-
take advantage of that?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Alright, can
only
only one of you can take advantage of it. So I'm doing one on myself, unless you want to wait here for another day.
Higgimus spoke up first.
Yeah.
True. You have it.
And you can specify, you tell me what command you want it, and that'll be how you pass the glyph. And you gotta tell me what kind of effect you want on it now. I can say it can paralyze, I can blind them, I can fear them, I can hurt them, I can...
Can you make noise?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I know I can do the effects of a silence, but I don't know if I can do the opposite.
You can
Because
basically
you're mimicking a spell, isn't it?
Yeah, you can mimic basically any spell that you know. One of the nice things about Glyph of Warding is that as you increase in levels, you can mimic higher level spells. Oh, also, you can devise your own completely unique ones. So keep that in mind. I love devising new Glyph of Wardings.
It
So
just makes
he-
a noise. That's an easy one.
Yeah. I mean, because that's that. You know, if you don't want it to do any damage or have any special effect, then yeah, I can absolutely make a lot of noise.
Make a racket.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. If he wants that, then I could devise that one for him.
Okay. So it would be kind of similar to the alarm spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine one will be blinding, because, well, if they're blind, they're not going to be doing much.
Okay. All right. And you don't need to decide exactly what you're gonna have when you go into the phlogiston right now, but before next session, make sure that you're satisfied with your third level spells.
Well, that will take an additional day to rest. I assume the party's okay with that, since I don't have access to memorizing third level spells at the most.
You'd be able to memorize right before you go into the phlogiston, so that's fine.
Alright. Alright, cool.
I'll give you that. I mean, worst case scenario is that it's waiting a couple extra hours, and that's not really a big deal in the long term of things.
Traces with incense. So I've lost 2 of my incenses. Sorry.
That's okay.
Looking at my material.
Okay.
So it takes 1 more day to get to the phlogiston?
Yeah. So it's a total of 9 days on the trip. But
Well,
so you had
trip
4 days, 4 days with the full crew, 4 days with down 2, and then 1 day with one more. So it's a down 1.
Yep, I've been writing down the numbers for how much we use per day after the amount of days.
Okay. I think that's where we'll end it, with you guys just about to go into the phlogiston, and
Fun time.
yeah, fun times indeed. So, let's go ahead and hand out some experience points. Let's see, that is going to be...
You know what? For once, I might actually start taking resist fire in the phlogiston.
That could be useful. Could be useful. Okay, so that is...
Could be useless.
It could be. Leva and Lafdul, 840 experience points.
Ooh.
Yeldan, Braxon, and Higgimus, 920.
920.
And Ockar, 890.
Okay.
I assume no one has enough to go up a level.
Oh,
No.
nowhere near.
Nowhere near.
Didn't think so.
I imagine this experience is for saving the woman.
It's for the whole session.
Okay.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So when we,
It's also XP for fighting scavers and stuff.
it's everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I have lower XP than the rest of you, since I didn't fight the scavers.
All right. When we come back next time, we will continue our journey into the phlogiston and see what random encounters you encounter there. Woohoo! Always fun.
Cool.
Yay.
So much fun.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
All right. Thank you guys
Thanks for
for
the game.
playing, and thanks everyone out there for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Actually, I should clarify. So the details are still a little bit sketchy. Zerfall next week is doing his charity stream, 12 hours overnight, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Eastern Time. I will probably be staying up for that, and I will probably be doing the game afterwards, so I might be a little bit loopy and tired.
Okay.
FYI.
Just drink coffee. Just drink like 17.
Do what
cups
I
of
do.
coffee.
I stayed up for today's session. You know, I stayed up for like what? I'm up for like 22 hours now.
No, I'll prepare myself and hopefully you guys will not notice. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll notice.
We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for playing, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
That's the game.
Thanks.